Shalom. Come out here every weekend. I'm a Hebrew Israelite. Come out here every weekend, week out. Lord willing, we're here another week to prophesy the downfall of Babylon and call, help bring in the Most High, the Heavenly Father's children. It's on the Son, the elect, the house of David. First and foremost, we give all praise, honor, and glories to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles and bishops, beginning with Rabbi Abba Bivens last century in the 1960s, all the way up into, as well as Malak Mashar, our king, who's in the spirit world, fighting on behalf of House of David, Elder High Priest Yaquab, Elder High Priest Ariah, and then today's time, Elder Apostle Tahar, and other elder apostles and bishops, the Great Millstone. Okay, so get right on into it. It's going to be Revelation chapter 13, verses 16. Let me make sure I get it right. A lot's been happening in the news this past week. The whole 9/11 week. You had Charlie Kirk get deleted. There's a lot of psyop material going on. You know, it's the fulfillment of the so-called white men, the Edomites, trying to usher in their new WO with the R to the F to the I to the DZ C hip that will either go in the right hand or in the forehead. And Carl Schwab had it right about saying that, you know, you will own nothing and be happy. And they thinking like, oh, that's coming in the future times. Like the whole entire time, people predominantly here in Babylon have owned nothing and worked their whole lives and lived and died. Don't believe me? Don't pay homeowners insurance. Don't pay car insurance. Don't renew your driver's license. Don't get it. Don't renew or enroll for health insurance. And watch what happens to you out here in Babylon. You will fall by the wayside. Okay, Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. Remember, like I always say, Elder Apostle Tahar did a video. There's tons of videos out there on the web, on YouTube, talking about the M to the O to the T to the B. For those of you who have been watching, either me or the other brothers or the hopeful elect, you already know what that means. Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man may. Salaki, let me start over. And this is Revelation chapter 13, verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, you remember back during the time of the, like Elder Apostle Tahar coins it, the C Ragamuffin, back in 2020. They were giving people serious, life-altering ultimatums, saying if you don't take the C Ragamuffin, you couldn't be a laborer. You know? And a lot of people had to lose their jobs behind that shit. And come to find out, you know, the C Ragamuffin was a forger of, you know, was a part of Esau's forge of him being a forger of lies, physicians of no value. I believe that's in Job, the 13th chapter, in the 4th verse. Let me get it just to make sure. I don't want to botch it up. Okay, here, yeah, Job chapter 13, verses 4. But ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians of no value. So they were saying that the C Ragamuffin was supposed to be better for you, which is so dumb, because like the elder, I think he's a Reubenite, one of the CT bishops, said, what the hell do you need a jizab for when you were given, you know, and immune to the system by the Most High to fight and ward off any pathogen in the temple? What the hell are you doing? But back to what I was saying though, you know, with the whole C Ragamuffin, they were giving serious life-altering, you know, decisions. Either take the C Ragamuffin or you can't feed your family, you know? And come to find out, the C Ragamuffin is claimed, you know, that whole snake piss, because that's literally what it was. snake piss, snail piss, snake piss, cone snail piss. Okay? Took a lot of it really destroyed a lot of temples, if you know what I mean. Temples that house the soul. Okay? So back to Revelation chapter 13. And like I said earlier, Elder Apostle Tahar did a video on RFK Jr. exposing how RFK Jr. wanted to have everyone having wearables on within the next 4 years. And this video came out back in September? It came out June. Came out back in June, where he wants everyone to have the wearable now. Like the Spirit has revealed to Elder Apostle Tahar to see the wearable RF to the I to the D C hip, either bracelet or necklace. It's not the mark of the busies per se, because the mark is going to be a ool, like how it was back in Rome when they would brand their slaves. They would put them. They would, like how they brand cows, like cattle and horses today, with a hot branding iron. Like a lot of jakes be doing with the fraternities and shit. This time it's going to be a digital ool, and it's going to be under skin surveillance. That guy Yuval Harari, spelled YUVALHARARI, Yuval Harari, is an advocate for this under skin surveillance, and that's them trying to fulfill the Revelation 13 and 16 prophecy. And the fact that it says that he causes all, both small and great, that shows that this man has a team to help make it possible, to help position everyone to have to be given that ultimatum of taking the C hip, or being ostracized from society, or being taken to a C camp and tortured and put to Dizet. But the elect on this sign, our king was already here. Malak Mashal was already here. For those of you who can receive it, he was already here. I think he went back to the spirit world in 99 or 2000. But the 12,000 men from each 12,000 from each tribe, as well as which are the 144,000, and as well as the innumerable multitude, will not take the C hip. It's already slated in their head. As pursuant to, I'll go to it now, Ezekiel 9 and 4. Just like these Edomites want to do the NWO, and and then all 17 heathen nations that's here in Babylon are gonna take that digital ool, and the 2/3 of the nation of Israel, which make up the house of Saul, are gonna take that digital ool as well. But there's another ool being placed on the foreheads of the house of David, and that's the spiritual ool from the Most High. This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and 4. And the Lord Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, which is a people before it's a place, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. And to the others he said in mine hearing, meaning the 2/3 who were going to take the C hip, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity. So that's the death angel. So he's got one angel that's going out there and putting the mark, the spiritual ool of the house of David ool on the elect. And for the 2/3 who make up the house of Saul, he told the death angel to go through and smite. Let your eye not spare. Are you recording? Tell me. Okay. So it's everyone's getting a digital. Everyone's getting an ool. One of the two ool variants. Either the ool of Satan or the ool of the Most High. All right, and the ool of the Most High is only going to a small number of people who make up the house of David. The 12,000 men from each of these tribes on this sign, and the innumerable multitude, other, believers, other men who are believers, and women and children, okay? And man, look, man, when we get you Edomites and you other heathen nations in the kingdom, man, we're gonna do you the fuck in, all right? Fuck you, okay? Okay, Revelation, when I get in the kingdom of heaven, man, our hands are gonna be the size of Andre the Giant, man. I'm gonna grab you by the back of your head, man. I'm gonna sand your fucking face down, man. Down in my hand against a rough bark tree, man. Fuck you people, okay? Fuck you, all right? Revelation 14 and 9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand. Now, when he's saying if any man, he's only referring to what all the 17 heathen nations are going to take it because they're heathens. The Lord ain't dealing with them. But he's talking about, but he's directing, so they're all going to get their judgment. But to the men of the nation of Israel that make up the house of Saul, they're gonna die a heathen's death and then have to come back in the kingdom through the loins of the elect. But they're going to be in the kingdom of heaven, though. And they're going to be raised up, they're going to be good, they're going to be righteous and perfect, just like the house of David is. I hope I'm of the house of David and not the house of Saul, but I'll know in time. And the third angel, Revelation 14 and 9, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his right hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High Yahweh, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. The holy angels being, first off, the archangels, the elect, the men that get beamed up in the chariots, so-called UFOs, those are holy angels too. The house of David, those are the holy angels as well. Okay, and the men and the other male believers and the women and the children that make up the house of David, those are the holy angels in the presence of the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly and fraudulently portrayed or calls in Jesus Christ. And fuck you for that too. Verse 11, and the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast and his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. Okay. Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of Yahweh and the faith of Yahweh Shai. So, the Lord has to take these people down because, like it says in Job 9:24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? The judges being the Heavenly Father himself, his only begotten Son, the angels, the children of Israel. Who else around the world does this? Do they have a picture of God looking like he's Chinese or Japanese? No. Is there a picture of God looking like a so-called Arab? No. That's Esau. He's got the pictures over there in the Vatican. He's got that big mural in Vatican City and that giant church of Jesus of the Most High looking like with a pink. I hate to say it, but they got him portrayed wearing a pink garment, and all the angels around him were like little children. And the finger touch part, the man on the receiving end of the finger was a finger of a man who was butt naked with a micro penis, a white dude. Esau goes all the way around the world in the name of his Christianity bullshit, which is nothing but the fucking Trojan horse, wanting everyone to believe this shit that God looks like them. So it's one giant global psyop to where when people see the so-called white people, Edomites, that they psychologically bow down to them. because they say, oh, well, they said that, God looks like them and his only begotten son and the angels. And, they've been to space in 1969, which is total bullshit. Okay? Because back then, the surface of the moon that's visible to our eyes, that's fire. If you ever get a pair of binoculars or a telescope, you look up at the moon, you'll see the moon emitting a heat wave. That's it's heat signature. Like if you stare off into the desert, or if you look at the car exhaust, you see that heat wave coming out of it. The moon has the same thing. The only thing that they showed back in 1969 is that they had CGI way back then in 1969. Mind you, they did that whole movie that they play it every year, The Wizard of Oz. Where the Wizard of Oz, they had CGI even back in 1939. Because they had him portraying when Dorothy and those four little creatures were walking down the hallway, they had that big ass green head in the middle of the hallway that really wasn't there. So they had CGI for like 85 years now, 86 years. So we've been in a deep fake state. A deep fake state. They've had this technology to where they can fake people out, and that 1969 moon thing is shows that they were trying. It's a psyop. So when people see, anywhere the white man steps foot, people will subconsciously bow to him already. Those that already know that white people even exist. Another thing that another psyop moves. They got so many psyops. Another one that what they would do is the whole Roswell thing. Talking about they got video footage of a ship crashing. Yet, how does a ship able to hold that luminescent light but then not be able to maintain flight? That's the same CGI stuff that you would see in those old Godzilla movies that them Ammonites, the so-called Japanese, would do back in the 40s and the 50s and the 60s. All right? Now, mind you, they coined the term white. That was manifested back in 1681. Try to give themselves privilege, and the lower class Edomites privilege too. It's one giant psyop, and you can eat shit. All right, this is Revelation 19 and 20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast. Yeah, because that's the same, and they already did that in the form of like with the sea ragamuffin, man, with that snake and that cone snail piss. They told people, yeah, it's so bad out here, taking this would be the best thing you ever did. Man, they did a lot. That was a mass culling right there. Some people dropped on the spot. Some have done it over the duration of the last 4 or 5 years. I got hit with that thing 3 times, okay? I hope the Lord have mercy on me, If not, then that's my judgment, But there are certain, things that I like to eat. I'm a big connoisseur of food. I love them salads when they be having like parsley in there. I love grapeseed oil. Oh, that's so good. Garlic. I love all that stuff, man. I love salad, man. Hell yeah. Salts like chlorine dioxide. I love that stuff, man. That stuff is real good. Yeah, chlorine dioxide. CHLORINE DIOXIDE. I love stuff like that, man. I love fulvic acid. I love humic acid in my salad. It's so good. Really cleans me out. I love being healthy. That's just what I like. I just like the taste of it. That's all I'm saying. This is medical information. Yes. This is medical information. All right, this is Revelation chapter 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, meaning the 144,000. They're going to be the new governing, ruling body in the kingdom of heaven, which is with man. So after they get beamed up and saved from this calamity, this third world war that's coming, and after they have their heavenly reunion up there in the heavens, the kingdom of heaven will come back down. That's why in the Lord's Prayer, Matthew chapter 6, verse 9, it says, "Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven." And what part that shows that that's true, the Most High is leaving tokens out here, is when people have what they call deja vu, where you dreamed or you've experienced something in a dream or a vision before it happened, and then when it happened, you're like, damn, what is that? That is a token showing that the Lord, that this is real, man. When it says on earth as it is in heaven. So this was all this was already manifested up in heaven, and now it's just playing its time out here on earth. All right. That's the point of deja vu. That's the reason why we have those little moments in time where it's like, oh shit, I dreamt this before, or I've experienced this like in a vision, some type of way. That's what that signifies. So this is going off without a hitch, and we're just all characters playing our part and playing our role. Everyone is all 18 nations. We're all playing our part. I mean, I hope I get spared. I hope he chose to spare me before the foundation of the earth, but I'll know in time. Either way, man, Esau is getting overthrown. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. Let me go to that real quick. Okay, I'm gonna start at verse 7. 2 Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times, or when shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? Meaning the end of the first rulership, major rulership on the earth, and the beginning of the second one, which is the kingdom of heaven, led by Yahushua, and he shares it by default. It's his kingdom, but he gets the elect, the nation of Israel, get to share, get in on that too, beginning with the house of David. And like I said earlier, the house of Saul will come back through the loins of the house of David. Verse 8, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. This world is crumbling, man. Everything's falling apart. You got bridges falling apart. You know, there's fires everywhere. There's corruption. There's chaos. There's just sedition among men. There's civil wars everywhere. There's war all over the land. This world is crumbling, man. Every single day, virtually and literally every single way. But the house of for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it to follow. Meaning the kingdom of heaven is going to be here on earth forever. You know? And the Jerusalem is the headquarters, or like ground zero. That's the Most High's favorite land over there is Israel, which will be destroyed in the thermonuclear war. But unlike Babylon, when it's destroyed, Israel will be rebuilt. And the earth is going to swell up and grow to accommodate the nation of Israel. But Jerusalem is going to be the largest landmass on the planet Earth. The Most High's favorite flower is the lily. So in the kingdom of heaven on earth, the lily flower will be the largest flower population, or have the largest flower population on earth. The nation of Israel is the Most High's favorite people. We're going to be the largest number on the planet Earth, like we are today. I think it's his favorite river. I can't remember. I don't know if it was the Nile or I think it's the Jordan River. That's going to be the largest river on the planet Earth. It's going to look like an ocean, but it's just a river, you know. But the planet Earth is going to grow in the midst of the kingdom of heaven to accommodate the nation of Israel, the Jordan River, the lily flower. You know, all the Most High's favorites. The dove. I believe his favorite animal is the dove. Lord, let me look that up. I don't want to get that wrong. But the Most High's favorite bird is going to be it's going to have the largest population on the earth too. So all of the Lord's favorites are going to be the predominant population on the planet Earth. Okay. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end that. But I'm going to give all praises and honor and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, Kodash. And here are the channels to some of my elders who have been given the spirit to be able to break down past and present events and filter them through the Old Testament, New Testament, and the Apocrypha. Beginning with Elder Apostle Tahar, what is the 666 Mark II GMS truth? Jacob Barak II, and Jacob Barak is the elder CT Connecticut Bishop. GMS Info Doc Channel 12 is Elder Apostle Ramlab. GMS Apostle Street Ministry is Elder Apostle Tahar, Elder Apostle Gabar, and Elder Bishop Sakaran. Daily Edification 4 is Elder Apostle Gabar. GMS Keep Pushing On is Elder Apostle Ricard. GMS Beatitudes is one of the elder Connecticut bishops. GMS at the Job 2 is the elder Connecticut bishop. Apostles Live GMS 34th is Elder Apostle Gabar and Elder Bishop Sakaran. Critical Race Historical Facts is Elder Bishop Malcolma Salaki. Fire Cures Leprosy is the Elder CT Bishop, Connecticut Bishop. GMS at the Job 2 is the Elder Connecticut Bishop. So with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glories to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash. I hope this was edifying as well as enlightening. And y'all stay, and like Elder Apostle Ricard says, just stay prayed up, okay? So, till the next time, Shalom.